Donna Bush with your CID TV News Brief and weather forecast. Thanks, as always, for being here with us. Cayman Creek Seventh-day Adventist Church, though small, put on a mighty outpouring of fellowship to close out Child Month last Saturday. Children dominated the memorable service through scripture, song, and dance. Highlights included the presentation of the second Child Month awardee and an epic sermon on the bravery and resilience of Daniel in the lion's den by young Caden Stewart. Now, 10-year-old Samya Rich was announced as Child Month's primary school recipient. The Creek and Spot Bay primary student received a plaque and a laptop from Minister for Social Development, the Honorable Andre Ebanks. Well, speaking of laptops, on Wednesday we reported that thousands of laptops for students in public schools across the Cayman Islands have arrived on island. Once distribution starts, primary schools and then secondary school students will receive them for use in school and at home. The important steps that takes place between the arrival of the laptops and their distribution to students is explained by ICT Administrator Sydney Terry.
Basically what happens once the student logs in with their Microsoft 365 credentials, it signs them into the machine, which is completely cloud-based. Once they have signed into the machine, we then finalize the process by personalizing the name to the student, activating Microsoft Windows, and joining them to the John Gray High School wireless network. Once we have finished that process, we restart the machine. This is the student laptop loan agreement form. And at the bottom, the information that we collect last before we distribute the machine is the item number, which every machine has a unique identifier that is found on this tag. It says Ministry of Education, CI Government. And then we also record the serial number of the machine. This helps us out in the event that we have to track it down because it goes walkabout or other necessary ways of keeping track of the assets. And yeah, repeat times 1,100, 5,000 actually.
In the coming days, we'll tell you more about how the cardboard boxes containing the laptops will be used by students who are currently working on various projects. Well, recently the 26th annual Amin Muhammad Steel Band competition took place and the Young Musician of the Year winner was announced. Each year, the National Children Festival of the Arts event takes place where hundreds of students perform for various prizes and placements. Final shows are then held with the best of the best from schools across the Cayman Islands in categories such as singing, instrumental, dance, and much more. This week we caught up with Gabrielle Best, the Young Musician of the Year winner, and the Junior and Senior Steel Pan soloist winners. The talented young people talked to us about how they felt when they were announced as the winners, what challenges they faced while preparing their performances, and what other aspiring musicians should be doing.
I was and I still am absolutely thrilled. I couldn't believe it. I thought I wasn't capable since we had wonderful and amazing musicians play for Young Musician of the Year, especially our runner-up, Greta Ecke. So I felt thrilled. Well, one of them was time. Weeks before Musician of the Year, my accompanist and my violin teacher, we were struggling to make the piece but be meaningful to the audience and to perfect it. And also exams were in the way, and I felt that it was a bit too difficult, but I managed to get through, and I felt great.
I guess I could say practice a lot. I've been practicing since January. I've been practicing my song nonstop and tweaking it here and there. Just practice and go out there with confidence and you'll take it home. When I'm performing on stage, it's just like really nice for me. I feel very good and happy. It's kind of therapeutic for me because it's like a release of stress when I'm playing, especially with my band.
I was ecstatic, honestly. Like, I wasn't surprised, but at the same time, I was a little bit shocked because it was my first solo competition, like, ever. And so it was like a 1-for-1, basically. Like, first try, get out the way, and I was like, okay, cool, that's amazing.
Great performances there from the many talented students in the Cayman Islands. Let's take a look now at today's forecast. The high temperature reached 89 degrees, the low 78. We can expect partly cloudy skies with a 40% chance of showers and possible thunder. Winds are from the east to southeast at 5 to 10 knots. Sea conditions are slight with wave heights of 1 to 3 feet. Now, the synopsis calls for light winds and slight seas with some isolated showers, which are expected over the Cayman Islands area for the next 24 hours. It's in association with an upper level trough over the Western Caribbean. A reminder that you can find the latest on local weather conditions online at weather.gov.ky. And that's it for today's news brief here on CIG Television. I'm Donna Bush, as always, thanking you for being here with us and inviting you back here again on Friday evening. Until then, have a wonderful night.